Are you living in a land known for its giant Komodo dragons? For farmers on islands like Komodo, Rinca, or Flores, this isn't a legend. It's daily life. Each morning carries the fear that one of these huge reptiles could break into a pen and destroy a flock of goats or chickens. For hunters and wildlife officers, it means facing an apex predator that has survived for millions of years. The question is simple but urgent. How do people live safely beside thousands of Komodo dragons? The answer is not just about weapons or fences, but about understanding what makes these reptiles so dangerous. And why protecting both people and dragons is such a difficult challenge. Komodo dragons are the largest lizards on Earth, and also among the deadliest. They can grow over 3 meters long, weigh more than 70 kilograms, and run faster than most people expect. Their claws slice through flesh, their jaws crush bone, and their venom prevents wounds from healing. A single bite can weaken even a water buffalo until the animal collapses. But it's not just their weapons that make them dangerous, it's their instincts. Komodo dragons will attack livestock, raid farms, and occasionally target humans. They don't always kill for food. Sometimes they kill simply because the opportunity is there. This behavior has made them one of the most feared animals in Indonesia. At the same time, they are a national symbol and an important part of the ecosystem. This combination of fear and pride creates one of the world's most unique human-wildlife conflicts. Komodo dragons live only in a small corner of the world, on Indonesia's islands of Komodo, Rinca, Flores, and a few smaller neighbors. The harsh, dry landscape here, with rocky hills, grasslands, and scattered forests, is the perfect environment for them to thrive. These reptiles are highly adaptable. They hunt deer, goats, wild pigs, and even young water buffalo. But they also scavenge. A Komodo can eat nearly everything from its prey: flesh, hide, and even bones, making it nature's cleanup crew. But this efficiency comes with a cost. Once they find food near humans, they will keep returning. Expanding villages and farms mean that the dragon's territory often overlaps with people's homes. Food waste, garbage, and livestock attract them closer to communities, leading to dangerous encounters. For locals, it's a constant struggle, sharing an island with an ancient predator that has learned to exploit every weakness. When Komodo dragons move too close to villages, farmers sometimes rely on licensed control methods. The most common tool is the rifle, carefully chosen for accuracy and power. High-caliber rounds are preferred because they can bring down a dragon quickly, minimizing suffering and reducing the risk to hunters. But weapons are only one part of the fight. Modern technology has transformed how locals track and deter dragons. Thermal scopes and night vision optics allow hunters to detect movement long before the reptile approaches a farm. GPS trackers and motion-sensitive cameras monitor activity around chicken coops and goat pens, alerting farmers to threats before damage is done. Even drones with thermal cameras are now being tested, scanning large areas for heat signatures. These tools don't eliminate the danger, but they give people time to prepare. Against a predator that has survived for millions of years, technology is one of the few advantages humans have. For farmers living in Komodo territory, prevention is always the best defense. Once a dragon gets inside a pen, the damage can be catastrophic. That's why the first line of protection is strong fencing. Barriers must be at least 2 meters high, with deep foundations underground, since dragons are capable diggers. Weak or shallow fences can be torn apart in minutes. Farmers also learn that cleanliness is critical. Komodo dragons are drawn by the scent of blood, food waste, or even animal carcasses left too close to homes. By keeping farms clean and odor-free, families reduce the chance of attracting an unwanted visitor. Some households go further, installing floodlights and sirens to scare dragons away at night. Others use guard dogs, though this is risky. The reptiles are strong enough to kill them. For many farmers, these defenses are the difference between protecting their livelihood and losing everything overnight. What should you do if you suddenly come face to face with a Komodo dragon? The first rule is simple: don't panic. Running may trigger its predatory instinct, and over short distances, these reptiles can sprint faster than most humans. Instead, locals are taught to stay calm, back away slowly, and always keep something between themselves and the animal. A stick, a backpack, or even a jacket. Some communities prepare non-lethal tools for emergencies. Long poles can be used to push dragons back, while pepper spray and rubber bullet guns provide safer ways to deter them without causing permanent harm. Loud noises, such as banging metal or firing blanks, can sometimes startle them enough to retreat. Still, even with preparation, encounters are unpredictable. Komodo dragons are strong, resilient, and capable of sudden bursts of aggression. For this reason, education and training are as important as fences or weapons. Survival depends not just on strength, but on knowledge and calm reactions. Komodo dragons are not only apex predators, they are also fierce rivals to one another. When two adults meet, especially males during the breeding season, the encounter often erupts into violent combat. These battles are spectacular. The dragons rear up on their hind legs, balancing with their thick, muscular tails like living tripods. They slam their bodies together again and again, claws raking, jaws snapping, each trying to throw the other to the ground. The sound of scales scraping and tails whipping the dirt echoes across the dry valleys. Sometimes the fights last less than a minute, but at other times they drag on until both animals are exhausted. Victory gives the winner access to territory, food, and females, while the loser staggers away covered in blood, nursing wounds that may never fully heal. The brutality doesn't stop there. Komodo dragons are cannibals. Larger individuals regularly hunt and devour smaller ones. This harsh reality forces juveniles to spend their first years living high in trees. From the branches, they watch the ground carefully, venturing down only to hunt insects, small reptiles, or birds. Life in the canopy is their only protection against the giants patrolling below. Even then, young dragons risk being ambushed if they linger too long on the ground. Komodos also confront other predators that share their environment. They raid snake dens, attacking venomous cobras and even massive reticulated pythons. A python may coil around a dragon in a desperate struggle, while the Komodo thrashes and bites back until one animal dies. They challenge wild boars in open fields, steal kills from feral dogs, and harass deer or water buffalo many times their size. With patience, venom, and relentless pursuit, they weaken even huge prey until it collapses. In these isolated islands, every encounter is a battle. Against rivals, against snakes, against powerful mammals, Komodo dragons never hesitate. Their constant clashes ensure only the strongest survive to pass on their genes, preserving the legacy of Earth's last living dragon. Komodo dragons are more than just predators. They are living fossils, creatures that have survived for millions of years while countless other species vanished. Today, they are recognized as a national treasure of Indonesia and are strictly protected. Yet this protection creates a difficult balance. On one hand, farmers fear for their safety and livelihoods. On the other, conservationists fight to ensure these rare reptiles don't disappear forever. Some argue that stronger control, even culling, is necessary to protect villages. Others believe the real answer lies in coexistence. Better fences, smarter waste management, and improved education. What is clear is that large-scale killing would destroy fragile ecosystems and could push Komodo dragons closer to extinction. So what do you think? Should people rely on weapons and deterrence, or focus on learning to live side by side with these giants? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of survival in the wild.